Hey everybody, this is Matt. I'm checking in with a topic today that's been a recent breakthrough for me, and that's around what does it mean to feel safe? And that's for myself and my own value around physical environment that I'm discovering. So one of my strong skill sets that I've always had in the past is my ability to work through conflict and to work through stressful situations. I could navigate through that stuff effortlessly in the past. It was even when I was a kid, that was a skill set for me. Um, but what I've witnessed over the past couple years is that slowly over time, it's become more and more challenging for me to be in stressful situations. Like my mind will tell me that we've been here before, we know what to do. Like this isn't a big deal, and being able to work right through that. But my body, though, is slowly starting to react differently. My body will start to panic. My heart rate will pick up, or I get dizzy. I'll struggle to articulate words. Um, I get incredibly irritable or emotional. It's like a really quick surge in emotions and then an immediate crash in stressful situations. And they come sporadically now, and it's amped up more and more over the past couple years, and especially over the past like 4 months. Um, and then when I found out I had Addison's disease, and I started researching it, and boy, it answered a lot of questions that I had, and it made sense out of a lot of things. One, it made me feel like I wasn't crazy, that what I was going through was something real, because what was happening was is that um, I was starting to go through major bouts of depression, and also lashing out, you know, in stressful situations too at people I loved, not just people that I didn't know and had conflict with, but friends, family. There'd be conflict, and I just would lash out, and it was a powerless feeling, and it was hurtful, and I hated seeing it happen. Um, because I didn't know why I was doing it. I was like witnessing it from within my own mind, what was happening, and I couldn't stop it. Um, because with Addison's disease, my body's not producing the hormones it needs to protect itself uh, from stress. So, while I go through these bouts, I realized that I was just feeling crazy with how I felt, and it would often bring on a lot of the depression sometimes, and it would cause me to want to isolate from people, um, so people wouldn't see what the mess I felt like I was becoming, um, and also because I didn't want to hurt anybody that I loved, like with just like lashing out with some ridiculous emotional reaction, and so I'd be in like crowded rooms, and people having a good time, and I'd look like I was having a good time, but inside, like, I am struggling inside. I am just like just desperately wanting to grab somebody and say, help me. Like, I don't know what's wrong, you know. Uh, that was a tough feeling to go through, and that's when I started to realize how much I valued physical environment, like having my own physical environment, um, a safe space, a place where I could just be present with whatever I'm going through, um, and feel safe with that. Like, not have to explain how I feel, and just know that no matter how ever I feel, that it's okay, and just to feel safe there. Um, and that's what my home has become. You know, um, that's been a really big thing, actually. And you'll notice I usually do most of my videos here in this little room where I have my guitar and stuff. It's my little safe space within my home. Um, and so when we've talked about whether or not we might lose our house, it's not about the stuff or the pride of hanging on to the house. Um, it's about knowing that this is my safe place right now. I feel safe in here. while I'm going through this. And I know that I'm creating more and more tools that are helping me through these challenges when they show up. I'm creating a great support system. My wife is amazing um, with her ability to just meet me where I'm at sometimes with these emotions and these challenges. Um, but again, being able to come back into this space, I know that no matter what, I can just feel okay with what's going on here. Uh, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I know that's what I'm experiencing. And and even I know that when we went to visit some family in Maine, you know, my wife was amazing. She drove almost the entire way. I think I drove like 2 hours out of that whole 2,400-mile trip. But we had our Jeep up there, and being in that Jeep, I felt safe. Like it was my own little physical space. It might sound silly, but I know that when I was getting, if there was something happening that was making me feel really stressed out, or I was experiencing this weird side effect of depression, um, I could go into that, into that space, into the Jeep, and just feel, I'd feel okay. So, yeah, I'm definitely learning a big value around physical environment, and just I need to have a space where I can feel safe with my emotions and being able to process things. So it's a growing thing, and I also know that I have a lot of safety. My other safe place too is in my faith. So being able to go into prayer and being able to be present with God for me is really, really huge, and that's probably what's given me the most strength through all of this. Um, so yeah, the journey continues, and I really just wanted to share that today. So uh, hope you're all doing well. Thanks again for all the support, and live with a courageous heart. Take care.